Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing how to build a successful hair regimen for healthy hair growth. So if you're newly natural and you find everything overwhelming, then this video is definitely for you. Or if you're like a, newly or old natural, I can't say old natural, but if you've been at this hair journey for a while but you're not really seeing any results and you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you just never really gotten around to building or even thought about having like a routine that you stick to consistently, and you want to find out how to do so, then yeah, just keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Queenteshna. I upload videos every week on hair, fashion, beauty and some lifestyle content here and there. So today we're really gonna break it down today. But before we go any further, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button just so you can keep up to date when I post a new video. Alright, so let's jump straight into this hair regimen. Before I go any further, I'm going to be having a lot of helpful resources in the description box, including free downloadables and useful videos that will really complement this video. So make sure to check the description box for just below to find out more information. Alright, so when it comes to building a hair regimen, the first thing you want to do is make sure you're basing it on your lifestyle. So if you're like a busy mom, you know full well that you ain't got time to be doing long hours in the mirror doing different hairstyles or doing all these long tutorials. You just don't want to be doing that. Likewise, if you're really active and you're always working out and going to the gym, you may want to adjust your routine to make sure that you're maybe co-washing or washing your hair more than once a week. So basically just make sure that whatever you take from this video, you adjust it to your lifestyle. Alright, so going further into this video, we're going to really be breaking things down into details. So if you want to write stuff down, I'll have a free downloadable here that you can download in terms of even a routine and a checklist. You can actually go ahead and download this free checklist here. So we're going to break things down by daily, midweek, weekly, monthly, and even twice a year or something like that, because we need to trim our ends. So that's how we're going to break things down. So we're building a regimen in detail. Alright, so the first thing you want to do before you even build any sort of regimen is you need to know your hair type. And you probably be like, yeah, I already know my hair type. I've got 3C hair, 4A curl, 4C. No. I mean what is your hair's porosity? What's the density? Do you have fine, really fine strands or really thick hair? You need to know. So if you don't know your porosity, there's a ton of videos on YouTube that you can go out and watch. And I'll put a picture here so you can see your porosity. Now you can find out what your porosity is by trial and error. But it's basically how well your hair is able to absorb moisture. And if you can see, put your strand of your hair into a cup of water. If your hair sinks to the bottom, it's high porosity, medium, high, and then low porosity. You can see the diagram here. Again, go ahead and watch some videos and sort of experiment. But it's really important that you find out your hair type, because it will save you a lot of time and it will save you a lot of money going out and buying the wrong products, doing the wrong things, and it will just save you from disappointment, Alright, so now that we know what our hair type is, then we know what sort of videos to watch, what sort of products that we like. So if your hair is low porosity, you know that you're going to be staying away from really heavy products, because you just don't do well, especially if your hair is really fine like mine. Heavy, thick products don't do well for us, so we sort of just stay away from it. We keep it to one side, but we know that our hair likes light oils and stuff like that. So knowing your hair makes it really easy to choose what products. Alright, so now that you know what your hair likes, next thing is you need some products, girl. You need to go out and get products. Some of these things you probably already have anyway. So some of the products, I'll just put a little link here. Some of the products that you need are a shampoo, a clarifying shampoo, moisturizer, leave-in conditioner, a deep conditioner, and some protein treatment. Again, I'll have a list here. You also know that you need some tools, so like a wide tooth comb, all that stuff. So I won't go into detail because I have a detailed video sharing 15 hair essentials that you need in your life. You can read the blog post below. Or you can watch the YouTube video here. I'll put the thumbnail here. But that video pretty much tells you everything that you need. in your routine. So now that you got your tools, you went out and bought some products, like the main products, then like how do you sort of incorporate that? The first thing is we're going to do daily. So on a daily basis, what do you actually need to do? Again, if you prefer to wear your hair in like wash and goes or twist outs, you know that you might want to be misting your hair on a daily basis. You also might, you might want to do some massage scalps. I mean, it's optional, really and truly. But you also want to make sure you're probably retwisting your hair at night time, because that's the stuff that you need to do on a daily basis, But if you're like putting a bun like me type of girl, like these days I'm telling you, buns are life for me. Then you just want to make sure that you're just protecting your hair at night. So you're going to pop that in a silk scarf, bun it, and that's it. Go to bed. Alright, so moving on to midweek. So this is what you want to be doing during the week. Is you want to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair, because you can't go the whole week without even touching up. Come on, your hair can be dry. So I have lots of detailed videos below. Again, check the description where I show you how I moisturize my hair at night. If you want to check out that video, it's very, very informative, and I show you what products I use as well in case you are curious. But midweek, you want to make sure that you're infusing some sort of moisture, or you're massaging your scalp, or you're oiling your scalp, or you're spritzing your hair. Now when it comes to actually moisturizing your hair, this is why it's important to know what your hair likes, what your porosity is, density, because you want to make sure you're using the right method. Like some people use the lock method versus LCO. So LCO is liquid, cream and oil, and LOC is liquid, oil, cream. Either way, you're just infusing some sort of moisture in your hair. It doesn't really matter, even if you don't follow the steps. Make sure you just moisturize. But I know that high porosity hair types, they prefer to use the liquid and oil and then the cream afterwards, whereas if you're more low porosity, you prefer to use the LCO method because it locks in the moisture better for you. So again, it's really important to figure out what your hair likes, or just do a little trial and error, a little experiment to see what you prefer. But midweek is when we moisturize our hair. And even if your hair is in protective style, you can still oil your scalp, or you can still get a little water and put some leave-in conditioner and spray, a little spritz. Alright, so moving on to our weekly now. So what we do on a weekly basis is we wash. So every week, it doesn't have to be Sunday, but Sunday, sometimes even Monday is my wash day routine. This is where you shampoo, you shampoo, you conditioner, you detangle, finger detangle, or detangle with a Demon brush, and then this is where you're going to be deep conditioning. And deep conditioning is very, very important because this is where it's going to infuse a lot of moisture, especially if your hair's been dry throughout the week, or especially if you're stripping your hair with a shampoo. Then go ahead and, do your wash routine. I do have a detailed wash routine again. I'll leave that in the description box so you can check that out. But I really strongly advise that if you're going to be deep conditioning, when you're deep conditioning, make sure that you add some heat to it. It doesn't have to be like a steamer. It can just be like a heat cap that you wrap around, or if you just put like a plastic bag over it, and then if you're walking around the house doing your cleaning, warming up your body, then that's still some sort of heat. But to get the best results, I would definitely suggest adding some heat to your routine. Again, you can check out plenty of videos, and I'll leave some descriptions for. So that moves us on to monthly. So far we've covered daily, midweek, weekly, and now we're going to do monthly. So once a month I like to do a protein treatment, because as you get more into this journey, it's very important to have a moisture and protein balance. And protein helps to really strengthen our hair, especially if our hair is feeling really dry and brittle. Adding that protein is really going to strengthen our hair and make sure that we're retaining length hair. We're not like, our hair is not breaking off. So we do that once a month. So I normally just get like a hair mayonnaise, honestly, or you can even do a little DIY if you prefer with your eggs and whatnot. plenty of little DIY tutorials on if you want to go and check them out. I prefer to just buy it, if I'm being honest. Okay, so monthly, you also want to make sure that you're clarifying once a month. Now, I've done quite a few videos on this already where I've shown you how I clarify and detox my scalp. You can check that video out here, or I'll leave this in the description. So you want to, because during the week or during a few weeks, you're actually applying product on top of product. So your scalp, you're building lots of product, especially on your scalp. You may not even see it, but if you go under a microscope, you know, you're going to be seeing some product build up along the way. You want to make sure that you're clarifying and you're just kind of resetting your scalp just to start all over again. And your scalp needs to breathe, guys. Scalp care is really important. So even if you don't want to do apple cider vinegar, there's plenty of other ways to actually detox and clarify your scalp. You can just use a clarifying shampoo. You can keep it very simple. You can even get like exfoliator. You know, you don't want to, I don't want to make this video complicated, but once a month you protein treatment and you also clarify or detox your scalp. Moving now to the last step is quarterly or twice a year. You want to make sure that you're dusting your ends. So you're going to trim your ends. You can do it every 3 to 4 months, or you can do it twice a year. I personally do it every 3 to 4 months when I remember. I try to be good. But it's very, very important that you're maintaining your ends. You want to get rid of those split ends. You want to get rid of those any single strand knots you have, because split ends will sort of just tear it or keep going up. And that's how your hair will sort of grow, and you know, that's how you're going to retain it. That's how you're going to have healthy, nice hair. A lot of these things will be trial and error, and you can of course add lots more things to it, like, you know, doing all your aloe vera or your sort of DIY treatments. These things are like, you know, you can add them as you go, but everything I mentioned is just the basics and just to keep it simple. So you guys, that's pretty much how you build a hair regimen from scratch. You want to make sure that you're breaking things down daily, midweek, weekly, monthly and yearly. And if you keep things written down as well, it really helps. So to keep track of what works. Again, I will have a little checklist you can download and it will help you out. But if you want something a bit more detailed, I will be coming out with a natural hair planner, and all this information will be there and you can sort of write down and keep track of things. Now if you're interested in that, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I can let you know by keeping yeah, I'll just let you know when it's launching, but it will be coming out very, very soon. Anyways, if you found this video very helpful, then please give it a big thumbs up. Or if you know like a newly natural that you think this video might help, go ahead and share it. Share it on your Facebook page or anywhere that you find that somebody will find it useful. Again, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.